abbey shores where shadows play, the alley whispers night and day. In abomination, alley's grip, where fear and danger tightly knit. Oh, the alley breathes a tale untold of secrets dark and hearts grown cold. Abbey streets, they'll pull you in to the depths where sin begins.
Hello, and welcome to Dire Bear. It's Tuesday night, so of course we're playing Abomination Alley, or BRP actual play. I'll be your storyteller for the evening, Jason. And with me as usual is Sarah playing Vivian, Carr playing Teak, Eric playing Michael, and Patrick playing Leo.
And me.
Alright, who remembers where we left off 2 weeks ago?
We
went to church.
Yeah, we had a bunch of wolves and homeless attacking the church.
Oh,
Well, not attacking, they were menacingly advancing towards it.
man, I should have named this episode Take Me to Church. Oh, missed opportunities.
You had all this time. All this time.
Missed opportunities.
Take me to church. What?
You
That's all we can say.
I'll have to come up with something else church related later. Maybe get Teak into a shotgun wedding, then it could be Teak Me to Church.
Good night, folks.
Now I just have this image of you, like the fucking mafia is pointing a gun at Teek's head. As
Boss
he's marrying
Marduk.
Lillian. It's just Boss Marduk's pointing a gun at his head. He's marrying Lillian. Like, what?
Dun, 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 dun.
Don't give
Well,
him
you
ideas
could
for
marry
further
somebody
plot
else
points.
while the rest of the beorn with Lillian in tow were coming to crash the wedding.
Yeah.
Lillian has the shotgun.
And she is not happy.
You know, it's that wedding from the Kill Bill movies. Alright, so yes, y'all were holed up in the church. Wolves were spotted in the area. You had the police cordon off the area.
We had to tell them to still held back.
And yeah, the last thing that happened was a bunch of people showed up. A lot of them looked like they were probably homeless. And probably under some sort of manipulation. But they seemed rather upset and they were approaching the front door. The church is mostly cleared out. The bishop and the two of the priests are still there. They refuse to, withdraw.
Yeah, they're protecting.
Right, they're
Dorthey.
downstairs with Dorothy.
Yeah, Dorothy. Yeah. My mind went to Vivian. I was like, wait, that's not right.
Alright, so they are approaching the door. What are you doing?
I am going now. One of the homeless people that's actually slowly advancing towards the church.
I think it's all of them.
The
entirety
horde,
of
the group of them have stepped onto the property and are headed towards the front door.
All right. I probably won't be able to do this to all of them. is it possibly for me to dispel the enchantment on them?
Do you have the spell dispel?
I
It's a weird
should. Hang
sense.
on.
Meanwhile, Vivian is making her way towards wherever the pipe organ is
Dispel
situated.
magic. I have dispel. I have dispel magic ranged.
Alrighty. Let me look that up right quick. No, that's counter magic. That's not what I'm looking for. Alright, dispel
Spell
magic.
magic.
This spell eliminates magic. Yeah, that's very useful.
Hmm.
1 point of this spell, remove 1 power point of spirit magic or wizard spells. Thus, to disrupt a befuddle spell, require 2 points of dispel to dispel a 1 point shield. Oh. 1 moment, please, as I did not.
When cast against a target without specifying any specific effect or target, the dispel will always first destroy defensive spells, beginning with the most powerful spell that it can affect. However, it may be cast against a specific spell if the caster can discern a specific spell.
I see. But in this time, I'm just trying to more or less break their.
They're mind control, but you don't know what the
Yes.
spell is that's being used, so it's still going to target the defensive spell if there is
No.
one first.
Yeah.
Alright. That is an ability and not a spell. But it feels like something that should have a shot at working. So you remember. Alright. You do have a dominate spell. Yeah, dominate species, close enough.
We bring you to this next episode of People Look
Looking
at
stuff up,
Books.
yeah.
Yeah.
I can only look up like the spells. I can't look up anything that Jason's looking up.
We don't have that power.
Yeah, I'm looking up. I have to look at the vampire stuff too.
Brought this on himself, really.
Yeah, it is kind of my fault. All right, I'm gonna say this is gonna cost you 2 points to try to dispel the hypnotic
All right.
gaze off of one of these guys. And let's see, it's range, temporal, passive. Okay. So are you like cracking the door open and leaning out to hit one of them?
Yes.
Okay. Go ahead and roll for the spell.
Oof. We're off to a good night tonight.
Just a failure, though.
Yep.
Yeah, it was not a fumble. So. And I believe on a failure, you only expend 1 point.
Yeah.
All right, and Vivian was making her way to the organ.
Like, didn't loud noises disrupt this before?
Yep. Ah, I was here.
Fantastic.
I wasn't here for the last battle, so I.
Yeah.
I forget, was it loud noises or did somebody slap somebody?
I think it was a combination of slapping and gun noises and stuff like that. Because I think we rolled on when a gun went off next to them as well, because of the noise.
Oh, that's fair. That's fair. Yeah. So if they get inside, the organ might have a shot.
It can get loud. She was thinking this might project a little bit.
Vivian showing off her inner, vampire.
All right. What preparations are Teak making? Or is Teak making?
There's not much Teak can do outside of just wait. So Teak's gonna hold off and just keep an eye on. Are they like coming from the front, or are they just like all around the church? Or can Teak tell by like checking the windows?
Is that what Teak's going to do? Run around and check?
Yeah, he's checking. He's checking like every side.
Okay. There are a few people on the other sides. It's almost like they're watching. Any side has got an exit door. They're like watching the exits.
Mm-hmm.
The bulk of them seem to be approaching the front door, though.
Okay. Teak will let everybody know that.
Vivian, while trying to figure out how a pipe organ works, I think there's something about killing people on holy ground that messes up with the holy ground bit. So maybe we try to just not kill people.
Yeah, that was the plan.
There's a priest here, right?
Yes.
Downstairs.
Two of them and a
yeah.
bishop.
Three.
Okay.
Kind
Well,
of.
Teak's
Bishop's still,
Teak's gonna be.
Bishop's still a priest, but it's just a higher. Anyway.
Teak's gonna look at the bishop and be like, "Is it kill or just blood in general?" Like
the bishop is downstairs. Him and the priest are downstairs with Dorothy.
Oh, okay.
They're like the final.
She going out downstairs.
Gotcha.
Yelling down the stairway, like, "Hey, is it if we kill someone or just maim them?"
Teak will not do that. I thought there was like another priest up here. Sorry, I misunderstood earlier.
Yeah. And what is Michael doing in preparation?
Debating with himself mostly.
Don't debate too long, my friend.
Yeah, there's many things he could do, but you know what? He knows he's not a good enough shot to just like ping a warning shot or something and maybe not hit somebody.
Here's this rotary M32 grenade launcher that I've been holding on to.
The city block offends me.
Make that area disappear.
What he will do, he figured, he's not a terribly religious man, but what he will do is hold on to the crucifix that's around his neck, and he will pray.
Okay.
Basically just pray for the strength to defend the people here.
Right.
Will it do something? Up to the DM.
You don't know. Yeah.
I'm not a religious man, but by God, I am today.
Everybody's religious in a vampire fight.
There's no atheist in a foxhole.
Say me being the actual religious man is like, let me make my God pray for a second here because he probably needs it.
I'm just thinking of the really awkward prayer in Book of Eli, where is it Mila Kunis playing her?
Yes.
But like the young lady is trying to pray and doesn't really know how to do it.
Yeah.
Like she gets to the end and she doesn't know how to end it. And Gary Oldman's character is sitting there watching her, and he tells her what basic the words, and then asks her where she saw any of that. Good movie if you haven't seen it. Anyway. All right, so Patrick, where Leo had cast a spell and then slammed the door as they were getting right up to it, you're starting to hear some of them tugging on the door.
Possible to brace the door.
You can lock the door, yes.
All right.
You can lock the door from the inside.
Any chain, candlestick, or something I can basically wedge the door shut with.
Give me a spot. Oh yes, there's one of the large candlestick, kind of holders.
Yep. All right, and I use that to basically, where the handles are or something, basically shove it through that, so it basically acts like basically like a big large bar you'd stick over in front of a door.
Mm-hmm. Teak, where you're running around looking out the windows, give me a spot roll.
Okay. Yay. Success.
So, like I said, you see people kind of watching the surrounding doors. They're not trying to hide. They're that's super easy to spot. But you do see where the ground is a little disturbed outside.
Like, disturbed how? Like, rat style disturbed, or
Going down or coming up?
yeah, like do you mean like footprints? Do you mean like digging? What do you mean by disturbed?
Wow.
Have you ever stepped out into a yard that had gophers?
Teak is just going to run downstairs to where the bishop and Dorothy and everybody is, and he's going to be down there with Dorothy.
But it's not little gopher-sized mound, or lines.
Yeah.
They're
Yep.
Got undead gophers.
Considerably larger.
Yep.
Dire gophers.
Or considerably
Teak's
wide,
gonna
but
go
not
down
very
there.
high.
Yep. Teak's gonna go down there.
It looks like it starts
Teak,
out
where are
close to
you?
the sidewalk, and it's run all the way up to the building, or just before the building
As
is stopped.
As Teak is starting to run downstairs, he just yells, "Gopher holes!" and then just keeps going.
Gopher holes? What?
Oh yeah, the rich boy's probably never seen a gopher hole.
He's been a city boy all his life, so.
Nope,
Gopher.
I know.
It's the gopher
No, you're not
shack.
near.
You're doomed.
Yeah.
All copyright.
Oh,
All right,
they're
so
at the
there's banging on
doors.
the door. A large rock suddenly flies through one of the windows. Now the windows are high enough off the ground. People have a hard time climbing up there.
For now.
But there's definitely a commotion going on. They might cheerleader pyramid their way up there. You don't really know.
I've seen World War C.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, they're not zombies.
Yet.
Yeah. Jinx.
I don't have any soda, sorry.
Vivian's like, well, let's see if the noise thing works, and has been looking through the manual or trying to find a manual, and is trying to figure out how to turn this thing up as loud as humanly possible. She knows it involves the pedals, the volume at least.
All right.
And
You're
now
not
that
finding the
you,
volume. The bench raises up and there's storage in there, but it's all sheet music.
like, she knows the pedals underneath would control
Mhm.
the volume.
Well, I mean, as far as you're looking for a manual,
Oh, okay.
all you find is examples of sheet music. So yeah.
Oh,
Good for
this will set the sheet music on there. All
Thank God I
right.
can read sheet music.
Yeah, pretty much. She's like, this might not work, or this might sound horrible, but she'll try something. At this point, anything.
All right. Well, we'll just start running down the initiative order then. Which is Vivian. So you start
Any
hammering
difficulty because
away
it's
on the.
an unfamiliar instrument? She's not aiming for a concert. She's aiming for noise.
Okay,
If it's organized noise,
you could
that's
make
fine.
if you're just trying for noise, you're going to make noise regardless of what you hit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As loud as can go, and maybe coherent to like use both noise and that's a familiar song to drag him out of it.
Okay.
At least for the non-wolves.
If you're trying to get noise, or I mean trying to get recognizable music, give me a perform. It's going to be difficult because it's a unfamiliar instrument.
Don't worry,
Reroll.
I rolled a fumble.
Ooh.
Reroll.
Yeah, I'm gonna reroll.
Okay, probably a good idea.
Okay, just a failure, but
So it does not come out as recognizable music.
It's at least loud though.
Yes, it is at least loud though. It is loud.
Somewhere downstairs, the bishop and the priest are like, "What the hell?"
Eek's poor ears.
Yeah, truthfully, it's probably having more effect on your buddies in the room with you than the people outside at the moment.
Hey, she's trying not to shoot innocent, quote unquote, people.
Leo, you're up.
All right.
I'll be right back.
You said they're currently taking out the windows. Are any of the people still visible?
Well, you've got the door shut, and like I said, the windows are well up off the ground.
Yeah.
Now they're not as high for you comparatively because you're inside. So if you grabbed a chair or something, you could get up and look out the window.
Yeah, I will do that.
Throwing rocks at the window, so be careful.
Yeah. What do I see outside? At least, because I can see they're banging on the doors.
Yeah, there's a
Trying
bunch
to
of them
grab
banging on the
rocks.
doors. There's a handful of them that are digging, or grabbing up any large rock they see. One guy has fallen back and is like grabbing a garbage can from across the street and is dragging it over.
The one that's isolated, grabbing the garbage can, I'm going to try to break the spell again on him.
Okay. Give me a roll.
Run, monkey, run.
That's better.
Yay.
He stops and just sort of lets go of the garbage can, and it's now just sitting in the middle of the road. And he for a second he looks kind of confused, and then he sees this mob attacking a church. He doesn't know how he got here. He turns and starts running away.
Okay.
And then you see wolves pursuing him.
Oh.
But he's not on the church property, so y'all are probably fine.
So the vampire has a plan B even in that situation. Nice.
Yeah, or maybe the wolves are just hungry and they're like, oh, he's not on our team anymore. Who knows? You can ask Aloysius about how it all works when you meet him.
right.
Let's see.
Who
Oh,
there
yeah,
is?
Charlie is with you.
Oh, sorry.
I'm gonna say when Teak yelled something, she followed Teak down. I'm not saying Teak's gonna need a medic, but just in case.
Oh, gee, thanks. Rat bites! Oh, God! The plague!
Mm-mm-mm.
I came back to oh no, the plague.
Yes, you did.
Yeah, Charlie ran down with Teak, and he
ROUSs?
said, Charlie ran down with Teak.
Personally, I
and he
don't
doesn't
believe they
think-
exist.
All right, then Salvador, who is not here currently. Well, the character's here. I don't know for sure what he would do. I'm going to say he's setting up with his rifle just in case they get in, and there is no choice but to shoot.
That sounds fair.
And then it's Eric again.
Let's see here. He's kind of eyeballing the swarm outside, not the guys, but like all the animals. Like, how big of a swarm is that?
You keep seeing wolves, but they're not like hanging around. But you still got tons of rats like up under cars. You kind of spilling out of the dark alleyways.
Well, I can do a lot of fire if I need to. I can also do more, but I'd be wounding myself in the process if I did.
I will wait until we can flame the main guy.
I will let them. Are you actually near Leo at this point, or are you just sort of off to the side?
If he's looking at the crowd, then he's gotten up in the window next to you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because the stained glass windows, you can't hardly see out of them except for this smashed outline.
I will let him know that I did break the enchantment spell on one of them, but the moment I did, essentially the wolves essentially immediately started chasing after him.
Well, once he started running, yes.
Yeah.
Which was pretty immediate. There's 2 or 3 seconds of confusion and then trying to get out of there.
Not ideal, but okay. Yeah, he's gonna pull out his pistol.
Okay.
And I will clarify this as he is not aiming near any of the mob.
Okay.
He's just hoping a gunshot will startle some of them out of the state. So it's kind of off to the side.
Okay. So it's another just make a noise kind of thing.
Yeah, pretty much.
All right. I'm going to say there's a chance of that affecting the guy that's right under the window. Which means he gets to make an ideal roll to break free. I think possibly compared to the... Yeah, I guess let's just start trying an ideal roll. Let's see. He needs a 50 or less, and he got a 60, so he does not snap out of it.
Okay.
You see him kind of flinch from the noise.
Mhm.
But it does not snap him out.
Gotcha.
And then I think that's everybody has gone. Oh wait, except the mob.
Teak,
Oh
get
no,
back
you
up
gotta
here. We
call
need
up
you to
this.
talk down the mob.
No. That's the social club. You got to get that right.
Where were the normal people stats I had? Ah, yes, there we are. Come on now, everybody should have throw.
It's actually not very common, as I found out the hard way.
Yeah, I guess that's not something most people practice unless you're a ball player or something. Well, I figured it was at least on one of the character sheets. No, we'll give him a 20%. It's not 45. So Eric, one of them chunks a rock at you, but he misses and it winds up hitting the wall next to the window. It's a nice fist-sized rock. Probably not something you want to get beamed by.
Probably not.
The mob beating at the door. 3 of them break off and start trying to, 2 of them start trying to hoist one of them up into the window. And then the rest of the mob just kind of keeps working the door. Old church building is thick oak doors. You don't really see how they're ever going to be able to force them open.
I know, like old churches, they can withstand sieges.
Because
To
they
an
were
extent.
designed to.
Yeah.
And one thing I actually found out recently, because a lot of the older churches, part of the reason why their doors were so large, because equestrian orders, basically you could ride your horse into the church. That's part of the
Holy
reason why.
horse.
That's actually the real reason why the doors seem to have that almost top football shape at the top to accompany the rider.
You hate to embarrass a knight by having him catch his head on the door.
Yeah.
Something new.
Also good for nailing theses too.
Well, that's just doors in general.
Can usually fit about 95 on there.
Oh, hey, I got skipped. Oh, wait, Teek's downstairs.
Well, let's see. When did this? What is
Yeah.
Teek's initiative?
11.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you got skipped. I saw that right next to Vivian's 11, and that's her second action. So I was thinking it was Teek's second action. So yes,
Oh, wait,
it'd
I
be
get a
Teek's
second
turn.
action now.
Only
forgot.
if you shoot.
You should have.
I
should have
did.
You did
shot
shoot.
before the mob.
This is the first time I've got a second action all game.
I think it's only if you take another shot.
There's more people at the window, so.
Teek's still going downstairs.
Actually, when would Michael's second action be? What did you?
What's his initiative?
12. So it'd be 12 minus 5. So 7. He'd go on
7.
Okay.
He'd go where Salvador is.
All right. So Teek, you're running downstairs.
Mm-hmm. I have no idea what's downstairs. So.
Well, the area you're running to, it's some extra they used to call them cells in the old ones. Not don't think prison cells. It's like
Yeah.
it's like
In a
smaller
church,
rooms.
In a church, they were used as bed chambers, I think, right?
Well, in
Is that right?
monasteries.
Oh,
Yeah,
monastery.
kind of like
Chambers, prayer
monasteries
chambers.
style.
They're really just kind of small rooms,
Mm.
really.
Uh, but like where y'all got caught some sleep, they had some cots in a couple of them.
Gotcha.
It's not something that they use regularly, but they have them in this one.
Gotcha.
And given what Dorothy was hiding from, they decided, down here where there's no outside, no windows, would probably be safer. So you get down there. Charlie's probably right behind you. And you've got one of the priests or two of the priests are standing outside Dorothy's door. They're both holding crucifixes.
Mm.
They look a little alarmed when you come running in. What's happening upstairs?
Is she in there?
Yes.
Well, open the door.
How do we know you haven't been?
Because giant gopher holes are currently making a mess of your yard.
Not go for holes, go for mounds. Bugs Bunny is headed
Yeah.
directly for your basement.
Turns out your basement is Albuquerque.
Something is making giant mounds in your yard. How about that?
One of them opens the door. And you see the bishop is sitting in there with Dorothy.
Dorothy, are you okay?
It looks like they were praying. They look up when the door opens. She's like, "Yes, it's." I thought I heard some gunfire.
Okay, if you hear scratching, you need to move.
Oh, okay. The bishop's like, "Who is assaulting the organ?"
Don't worry about that. It hurt my ears too. Trying to snap the unruly mob that's currently outside awake.
Oh, that might do it.
Somewhere Vivian takes 3 psychic damage.
Teak like just nods at them and tells them that they can close the door, but Teak's probably going to stay downstairs with them for a time. He might send Charlie back up if anything.
Okay. All right, so you're going to suggest that she head back up to where the fighting is.
No, he's saying she stays there, but he is staying there with the 2 priests in the hallway. Oh, you're talking about Charlie. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm talking about Charlie.
I thought you meant Dorothy. I was like, no.
You'll never expect that. Put her on the front line.
Put her outside the door.
All right, so Charlie heads back
Like
upstairs.
on a string.
Then we get down to 7,
which would be Michael again and Salvador if he took a shot. I think. Yeah.
And somebody that you are not aware of currently, but are about to become aware of. As soon as I remember how to move them from one layer to the other. Ah, there we are. Teak. You hear a rumbling. You hear a noise. It's the sound of stone grinding against stone.
Okay.
Thankfully, it's coming from down the hallway and not the room behind you. As you see,
thankfully, Charlie. I assume Charlie hasn't gone back upstairs because it's not her turn.
No, I guess she would be turning to do so when y'all hear the noise.
Okay.
You see a humanoid form raising up out of the floor. It appears to be made of stone.
Teak just blinks at it. And he's like, great.
It speaks in a
I mean,
voice that sounds like stones grinding, being ground up.
Sounds about right.
Girl.
and then a few finger snaps.
All he says is girl,
And takes a step forward.
and Teak just looks at boy.
Well, in that case, he's not interested in you.
Well,
He's just going down the hallway. Anytime he comes to a cell door, pops the door off, looks in.
I mean, Teak can't do anything right now, I assume, unless I can take a shot.
I don't know. You've had your turn.
Yep.
But, he's not like sprinting towards. He's not. It doesn't really seem to be paying you or the priest any attention.
Mm.
So yeah, that's its turn. As it appears, it steps forward, and the first cell door it sees, it knocks open. And sees the room's empty. Then it would be Michael if he's going to take another shot.
Yeah. So there's like 4 of them down there now. So let's see how many get knocked out. Maybe.
All right. And again, you're not trying to hit anybody.
Yeah. No. He's trying to avoid.
Give me a roll with your gun skill. And basically just don't fumble. Because they're hoisting one guy up, so he's, you got somebody that's grabbing the ledge of the window.
Okay.
You gotta add the dope fumble in there like a curse.
Yeah.
I'm just going to shoot this empty space. Oh, his head just popped up.
Nice.
Hey,
Very good.
What's an ear to a man who's homeless?
So yeah, guy's pulling himself up. So, the gunfire is basically just, it's not pointing at him, but it's just right there where he's at.
Mhm. Hey, it's a successful roll. I could mark it for XP.
yeah.
So basically for these normal folks, I'm just using, very baseline stats. So he's got a 50-50 shot. Since he's so close to the gun, I gave him a 20%. So he needed to roll a 70 or less. He rolls an 81.
71.
81. 71 would have been funny.
Jeez.
The 2 guys holding him. 59.
2 guys holding him, drop him.
I mean,
One of them does. One guy seems to like shake it off.
Henry, what are you doing,
So
buddy?
he comes to himself, holding one guy by the leg. Does he immediately drop him? Yeah, he just lets go. So the other guy's kind of stumbling. The guy being held up, like I said, he's got his hands on the thing, so he doesn't like fall all the way down. But he's going to be keeping his balance and not falling as opposed to climbing up through the window this round. And the guy that snapped out of it is like, he's kind of stumbling back. He's looking around what's going on. And just, nobody assaults him, so he just sort of keeps backing up.
Okay.
He doesn't say anything. He doesn't do anything that might draw attention to himself.
For now.
Well, I'm gonna have to head on out.
I think you guys have got this covered, whatever this is.
I'm just gonna go.
I think I left the house on.
Oh wait, I'm homeless.
Yeah, he's not gonna do anything yet. Back to the top of the order with Vivian. Is she gonna try to figure out the organ a little better?
You know what? There's probably the window looks crowded. She doesn't know about what's going on downstairs. Teak and Charlie have this under control. Let's try not to blow up the organ. I accidentally closed my sheet. 2 seconds.
No problem.
I did that too.
Like, why do I close this?
That's why when he asked, like,
Nice.
It's difficult though, so I don't think it still remains a special.
Yeah, because difficult knocks, I think 20% off.
yeah.
It's
So
still
rather
a
than-
success.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, definitely. But you're basically rolling on like a 60 instead of an 80.
Yeah.
So a special would be a 12 or lower. So yeah, 15 is just a success. But it is
I'll take it.
it is a recognizable hymn now. Maybe it's not the absolute best it's ever been played.
It's a hymn, just on a different register.
Well, no, it's fine. It's fine. It's not. Nobody would bat an eye at it or an ear or whatever.
Pipe organs are hard, y'all.
Especially when they shoot missiles. I mean, what?
Oh, and the name of that hymn, oh, don't attack a church at the vampire's command.
I don't know if you actually got the reference there, Sarah, or not.
Vaguely.
I'll be brief while he's rolling dice. There is a model in Warhammer, which is a tank that is
Doesn't
a
surprise
pipe
me.
organ that launches
Oh,
missiles.
yeah.
Sisters of Battle.
Sisters of Battle!
You could have
Yeah.
just said Warhammer. I'd be like, okay, yeah, no, that tracks.
And it fires missiles.
I mean, they literally have another model in their range, which is a funeral procession.
Yep.
So it's
And it's a command model too. It's basically it's literally a special character who's a funeral procession.
It's kind of like
outside
carrying
of
relics sort of thing, if I remember right.
Yeah.
and I think if I could be wrong, but if I remember correctly, out of every race outside of the Necrons, they are the only faction that has a reviving unit.
Yeah.
Living
It's the pipe
Celestine.
All
Yep.
right.
Living Saint Celestine.
no, there's
All right,
several now.
so the guy
Okay.
that's now hanging in the window with one of his legs held by somebody. He snaps out of it.
His ears are ringing.
It is at 11.
Michael, he looks you dead in the eye. What's going on? What? How did I get
You're
here?
being magically compelled to attack a church.
What?
Again?
And then he sees an orc standing next to you.
Steve?
I was like,
Yeah,
oh,
I
hi,
would
Marty.
I would go.
I don't. Like I said, he's hanging.
There's police nearby. Run.
Somebody's holding my leg, and there's a mob out here.
Yeah, that's the rest of the people being compelled to attack the church. Actually, while you're there, kick the guy in the head.
Uh,
I know
Oh.
Phil. I like Phil.
Phil, thank you for it later. Kick Phil!
Just because.
he flails around like he's trying, but he does not succeed at doing it.
Can I persuade him to kick the guy in the
You
He just tried,
You,
yeah.
you
Yeah, he
persuade
tried.
him to try, but he fails.
Yeah. Okay.
And about that time, you hear slightly off the distance, you hear someone screaming and like the sound of wolves growling.
Oh, lovely.
And he's like, "There are wolves out here! Pull me in! Pull me in!"
Yeah, maybe safer in here.
Then it is Leo's turn.
All right. Is it possible to pull him in?
Yeah, you're pretty strong. I mean, the window's definitely wide enough.
Doing an effort check. It is
Yep,
a
you reach
yes.
out, you haul him. And when he starts to go up, the guy holding his leg lets go because that was the plan, was to boost him up so he can climb in. And he rolled badly enough on trying to kick that guy. The guy doesn't realize he was even trying to kick him. So yeah, it's not the most graceful landing, but he lands. He sort of scrambles, away from the window.
I ask, what's your name?
Johnny.
Well, Johnny, unfortunately, you've been pulled into a vampire's attempt to attack a church.
Why do I live in this city? Wait, it's a vampire. Is there a cross around here? I need a cross, don't I?
Oh,
It's a
well,
church.
you
Is there a
aren't.
cross?
Yeah. Well, yes, you're in a church.
Uh, so yeah, he gets up like the nearest cross he sees, he sort of beelines to it, starts taking it off the wall.
They're going to need that back when this is over.
Yeah,
Don't
of course,
touch the-
of course. I'm not robbing the place. I mean, I wouldn't rob a church.
Don't touch the catalytic converter either.
He tries to take the catalytic converter, and out of the exhaust pipe, teak pops out.
Smacks him with a wrench and goes back in. So
All
that's
right.
Charlie. So is she going to go up the stairs to tell the others, or is she going to stay with Teak? I think that's the option she has.
Well, she's got a gun. She can shoot the thing.
Oh, that's true. That's what I mean. Is like, is she going to help Teak?
I'm trying to remember.
Or
Was
go
she
tell the others.
there for the water elemental fight?
Don't think she was.
I don't think so.
Okay, I'm getting several others. Head shakes.
Teak was though. They did say, well, no, I guess its voice would be different. That's right.
So yeah, she's gonna pull her gun. More than likely, she already had the gun out. Saw you run down here.
And the guys upstairs would probably hear it.
If I can find where Charlie's character sheet is at. Ah, there we go.
Wow.
Successful roll.
Success, but 1 damage.
Oof.
Let me see. Firearm.
And it probably has a resistance with being rock.
Well, it can only be brought down to a minimum, so.
Combat marker. Ah, there we are. We'll check the revolver. All right, so yeah, shoots the gun, pings off of him.
There's now a pet rock. Terrible joke, I'm sorry.
The rock that pops off, the elemental looks at it. Is this my son?
All right, just having to check his special abilities. Yeah, the gun doesn't seem to you don't even notice any particular chips. There's just a kind of a spark where the bullet deflects off some of the stone. But where the elemental was turning to look at another door, it now turns back facing y'all. Then we get back down to Eric. If you're talking, you're muted.
I'm sure you heard a gunshot.
Yeah. Probably heard a gunshot.
Yeah. Even over the organ, the gunshot echoes.
Leo, they're probably going to need you down there. Can he see where Aloysius is right now?
No. Aloysius has... I think maybe early on y'all might have seen him.
We saw him across the street.
Yeah, like ducking into an alleyway or something, but
Yeah.
he is not out. And it's still storming outside, so that's making it hard to see too far.
Yippee. Okay. Yeah, he's gonna. Alarms weren't a thing back then, were they? Does this church have a bell?
Ooh, I hadn't thought about that.
It should.
Ding dong. If it's a,
I would imagine.
didn't we say it was a
Even-
Catholic?
Even modern
Yeah,
ones
same
have
as-
bells, even if they're just electric.
Yeah.
I think I
Yeah.
think most, if not all, Catholic churches have a bell. Ding.
If she got a pipe
dong.
organ, she got a bell.
I don't believe he's strong enough to pull it. But what if he pops a shot off into the bell to make it ring?
Could probably pull it. They're on levers.
That's right.
Yeah.
At the very
But how
least,
long
you
is it
cling
gonna
to it
take
and let the weight do it.
Yeah.
How long is it
There-
going to take to get up there is the question.
There's probably a floor beneath it, so you couldn't shoot it either.
Yeah.
So.
and depending on the make, they're particularly considering this year, there might still just be a rope you pull that's actually on ground level, but that depends.
All right, give me a spot check, Michael, to see if you even happen to in all this going on, if you have noticed at some point in the past day where that would even be.
Success.
Okay.
Uh,
You saw a doorway, you saw a door, a labeled door or whatever. So you're gonna run to that?
spots.
Yeah, I mean, we need to get this crowd dispersed so we can deal with the creatures of the night. B, I really want these vampires to be done. We've been stuck on the same day for a month.
No, it's the
Yep.
next day now.
We've been stuck in the same 2 days.
See, that doesn't sound nearly as bad.
Like I'm cool with like running late to get this done. Yeah, he's going for it.
All right. So you run, door at the base of what on the outside would be a little tower, and when you open up, there are steps that kind of weave around the thing all the way up, but there is a rope drop down, from the bell to the ground floor.
Ring.
So it starts ringing, boom, boom, and you realize, ringing it properly is gonna make a lot more noise than pinging a bullet off of it would have.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Yeah. How many shake out of it outside from loud noise?
Boom, 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 boom.
We're gonna make that a resistance roll.
Thank you, Sarah, for this wonderful idea inspired by organ music.
Gonna make a lot of noise.
Yeah.
This is
Sorry, anyone that was trying to sleep.
brought to you by Chance, Chance, and more Chance.
Cops down the street. What the hell is going on?
Is that a good
I
sign
don't know,
or a bad
boss.
sign?
I don't know, boss, but do they get a citation for this kind of noise level?
So you can't see what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
Now, Leo, are you still by the window, or have you?
Yeah, he hasn't gone yet.
That's right.
Yeah, I have not gone yet.
You see several people that seem to start looking around, all confused and worried.
Okay.
And some of them notice some of the others looking around. So there's like conversing with each other, like what's going on? I don't know. I was trying to find somewhere out of the rain, and some guy in a suit started talking to me. Yeah, I talked to a guy in a suit. So not everybody snapped out of it, but
most have.
But yeah, a fair chunk have. A fair chunk have. That's the ones you can see, of course. You also notice that the wolves and the rats flinch every time it goes bong. Whether that's a supernatural thing or just a loud, unexpected noise, who knows?
I don't think I've got a way of doing that.
Right.
Yeah.
And the antique goes on an 11.
Yep.
And as the guys are basically discussing, I will actually shout down, "Clear the area now!"
Okay. They head turns toward you. The orc
Also the
shouting
fact
people
they-
out of the church.
Also, they see an orc shouting from out of a church, holding a Browning automatic rifle, so that should probably get some of them moving.
If they see past the window.
Yeah.
Anyway, they start moving away from the ruckus for sure. All right, Teak, downstairs. What's going on?
I have a question. Can I just without getting close to it or whatever? Can I use a structural roll to see if it has a core?
Core.
Like something that I would. I mean, sure, it's an elemental, but I mean, I assume that it is either using the ground or maybe there's a core that's controlling it or anything like that.
Go ahead and give me a roll for that.
Hey, success.
It looks like one solid chunk of stone, except that it's moving.
Okay.
Your engineering knowledge tells you that shouldn't be possible.
Gotcha.
But you're strange folk,
Well,
magic's real. So yeah.
Teak, being Teak, is going to put away his gun and go towards this thing and try and keep it where it's at instead of going anywhere close to any other door.
Okay.
If I have to, I will roll a grapple check. I'm gonna get into a fight with a fucking rock elemental, and Teek's gonna
I'm
lose.
gonna
But we're gonna
wrestle
do it.
Gonna Steve Irwin this guy.
All right, so are you making a grapple? Are you like running up and jumping on it, or are you?
I'm running up to it and trying any way possible to like push it back or keep it in position. I'm trying to keep him from moving. Is basically what I'm trying to do.
All right, so little kobold runs up to 7 or 8 foot tall rock man.
Yeah. If I have to, I'll happily have Teak like rip a foot off of him so he falls down.
This little kobold knows how to throw hands.
Teak even pulls out the wrench. Trust Gold Faithful.
Time to use the JUDO. All right, give me a brawl roll or grapple. Excuse me, grapple.
That
It works with 3 damage.
All right.
You actually see Teak Hulk out for a moment, but mind you, it's still Teak, so it's really still not. It looks impressive if you're kobold size.
I think the only one stronger than Teak may be Michael with strength.
No, Michael's very.
I have a
No,
14.
Leo's
No,
pretty
Michael's
strong.
pretty weak strength wise.
Okay, then
Yeah.
maybe
I think he might
I
be
am
the strongest one.
I have a 14 strength.
I have a
It's
20
just now starting to shine.
Yeah, the orc.
Yeah,
the
I have
orc
a
is
20
strong.
strength, so
Okay,
yeah.
okay.
All right.
I couldn't remember.
Yeah, there's a reason why my effort roll was the fail was a 100.
Okay, you're very strong, Patrick. All right, you run up. I'm going to say that you snag a chair or something.
Mm-hmm.
Chair's coming in clutch this arc.
Yeah. And yeah, as it's stepping forward, you manage to kind of trip it because it's not really paying attention to you as you run up. It's focused apparently on Charlie.
Yep.
So you manage to get that wedge between its legs as it's mid step, and it falls on concrete floor. So that's stone on stone.
Mm-hmm.
When it starts to pick itself up, you can see you can see a little crack in it. Like it's it's fairly superficial damage, but
Something at least.
But T gets to sit there for a second and go, whoa, I think I actually hurt it.
Of
The chair didn't survive the ordeal, but
course.
And then that is the elemental's turn. Let's see. Is it going to do anything super hinky? Or is it just going to try to squish Teak? I think it's just going to squish you. I mean, try to squish you.
Okay. Where's dodge?
All right, so it is swinging its fist at you.
Depending on it, should be right under disguise.
Yeah, I found it.
All right, so it rolled a 00.
Yay!
That's 100, right?
Yes.
Okay.
That is the worst it could possibly roll.
Well, I know. I can
Close.
never remember when it comes to those.
With the percentiles,
Yeah.
Let me roll on the fumble attack. Let's see. Fumble. $81. Well, he doesn't really have things to strain. But, so its hand, without really even having to try too hard, you manage to avoid it if it slams down on the ground. It damages the floor. It damages its hand a little bit. Again, it's looking like superficial damage, but
Mhm.
but it has hurt itself. Then it is. Let's see, Tick's already gone. You did already go, didn't you? Or am I about to skip?
Yeah, you can skip those two because I'm not shooting.
Yeah. 11. You went on 11. Okay. In that case, we're back to the top of the order.
Hey, big noise still seems to keep working, and there's no one that has broken in that she knows of.
Well, you heard the gunfire, so you know something's going on downstairs.
See, there's 2 people down there. They've got it. If
All
they need
right.
help, they'll scream like they're being murdered. I think that failed, even though it was a really nice roll.
Yeah, because 80 minus 20.
Yep.
Yeah, you need a 60, so.
Her feet slip. She
lose
gets
the
caught
tune
under a
little
pedal.
bit. Yeah, you lose the tune a little bit.
Heels are not meant for this.
But there is noticeably less banging on the door than there was. Yeah, people are still banging on the door trying to get in, but it doesn't seem like it's quite as big a crowd of them.
She'll take it.
From Vivian's point of view, you're just basing that off the sound.
Better than nothing.
Yep. She's trying not to shoot people, so.
Leo.
I will start heading down to the basement.
Okay.
You see Teak squaring off against an elemental.
You see him like with his like classic boxing pose for some reason.
Not modern boxing where they use gloves. This is bare knuckle boxing where the hands are.
Yeah, this is bare. Oh yeah, it's like this.
Yep.
Yeah.
Because you're trying to defend from body shots because professional boxers aren't dumb enough to punch you in the face too much.
Right.
Yep. All right.
So you get down there, Leo. You see the 2 priests. They're still by Dorothy's door. Dorothy's door is still closed. Charlie's sitting there with her gun out. Further down the hallway, you see where Teak is apparently engaged in fisticuffs with a large stone man.
Sorry, go ahead.
Do you have a knowledge arcana type thing?
Yes, occult.
Go ahead and give me a roll for that.
Exactly divided by 2.
Nice. Oh, you know what this is.
A rock golem.
It's a gnome. Which is another name for an earth elemental.
Ah.
I was thinking garden variety. Pointy hat, David.
I've been threatening you with gnomes off and on this whole campaign.
I thought it was like.
If David the gnome betrayed us, who can we trust?
Oh, gnomes from Gravity Falls.
No. What was your name again? Schmebulok. Okay. I'm going to attempt to, because if I remember correctly, because like when we were dealing with a water elemental, essentially it's being bound to do something here, because normally it would not do this on its own, correct?
Correct. You also know with a success that normal weapons aren't going to do much to it.
Alright, I am going to try to dispel essentially the enchantment that's keeping it bound.
Okay.
I hate how, because unfortunately how my spells work, I gotta basically do that option all the time.
All right, so you don't get the spell off.
Yep. That's weird. Because it's a 70 down here. But if you look at my very first roll, it's a 75 was my top. What happened there? Is it? Oh, Is it?
I don't know. The other power roll you made
Yeah,
was
the
a
other one was
70.
70% too.
I'm
You rolled an
looking at the very.
intelligence. That was a 75.
Ah, I must have hit the idea by mistake on that first one then. That explains that.
Okay. All right, so that is you.
Oh, and power points down because I failed.
But only the one. You only lose one for it.
Yep.
Uh. Let's see. Charlie's asking if y'all need, do I need to move Dorothy somewhere else?
Make sure nothing's in her room outside the bishop.
Yep.
Hell, check the bishop at this point.
Yeah.
So yeah, Charlie goes. He opens the door. You hear Dorothy's voice asking, and the bishop for that matter, asking, what's going on? What's this, that, the other. Teak, where the golem now you get me saying it. Where the gnome was focused on you, it now looks up, girl.
I'll be whatever you want, big boy. Just stay there. Sorry, I had to.
I
You didn't have to. You just did.
Teak blows a kiss to the golem.
Nah.
The golem just looks awkward.
How does rock blush? What is that?
Sandstone.
Just a little bit of ruby quartz up in its, up in his cheeks. That's all. Eric, I believe you're
Golem
up.
just goes senpai.
Still ringing that bell.
Bing bong, bing.
Vivian, you hear the, there's pounding on the door, and then it just keeps gradually getting less and less.
Well, either it's working or the wolves are killing them. Either way, it wasn't us.
The homeless guy that's in there. Wolves!
She doesn't say it out loud. She's thinking it to herself.
Okay.
Oh yeah, the homeless guy that Leo pulled in. By this point, he has gotten across off the wall, and he's like gone and like shut himself into one of the confessionals.
I would like to tell my sins.
There's none on the other side. I'm just freaking out.
And then it is Teak on 11.
Teek's gonna try it again and keep it where it's at. In any way he can. He'll grab another chair if he has to.
He grabbed a pew.
Teek's like, I'll rebuild it later.
All right, so how are you going about it this time? What are you trying to do?
So is it still on the ground?
No, it would have stood on the turn that it tried to attack you. It would have stood back up.
Okay, yeah, he's gonna try and trip it again.
Okay, give me a roll.
How is that? Okay, whatever. It's a success. I don't care.
He's going to try to resist this one.
Okay.
Because prior to this, he was completely ignoring you the first time you ran up.
Yeah. Yep.
So this would count as a parry, basically. Oh. That wasn't Earth Elemental stats. That was Lesser Demon stats. I'm not using those today.
Good to know.
So 5 higher than he needed. Down he goes. This time you just you basically took a small like 2-person bench and just kind of shoved it between his legs as he stepped forward. The bench snaps in half, but it's still enough to cause the.
Teak just apologetically looks at the 2 priests and he's like, "I'll repair it or I'll pay for it." Just
One of them doesn't. The surrealness of your statement, he doesn't even react to it. The other priest is, "You're doing the Lord's work, son. Just keep doing what you're doing."
Teak becomes a holy man.
Patron saint of the steel chairs.
He's just carrying around a steel chair from now on.
Patron saint.
It's
of the
tape from the top rope.
When were steel chairs?
And now we're looking it up.
I'm sure they had them around by the 20s.
Well, for the longest time, the steel was just the frame. Most of them tended to be wood for a while.
I'm looking. Carry on.
All right, Charlie's going to go into the room with Dorothy and the bishop.
Mm-hmm. 1947 for the folding aluminum chair.
Wow.
Let's see. The crowd outside, what little bit's left of it's still doing its thing. Doesn't really matter if they were always just a distraction. And then it's the elemental's turn.
So what's the elemental doing?
It's reading its spell.
Oh.
All right, it is using something called Gift of the Earth.
Ah.
I'm going to need Teak to give me a dodge roll.
Okay.
As the elemental just begins
Yep.
filling the hallway up with dirt and loose soil.
Nope.
You are now basically you get buried. It's almost like somebody dropped a bunch of dirt on you, but like enough to fill the hallway. Not enough to run all the way down the hallway to where like the priests are.
Gotcha.
And of course, earth elementals can move through such things without concern.
Yeah.
You mean gnomes?
It's an interchangeable word. But yes, no. Let me look up the asphyxiation rules. Excuse me. So it does that, it picks itself up and takes a couple of steps forward. It doesn't have a chance to move very far. And Leo, you
Was
just
Tick effectively buried?
Yes.
Oh, lovely.
Now it's loose soil, so you'll get a chance to dig yourself out.
Gotcha.
Hopefully before you suffocate.
Yep. That's what I was about to ask.
then we're back to the top of the order. Vivian, it sounds like there might be one guy still beating on the door out there.
You know, she'll let it go. She at least puts like whatever like keyboard covers were there and back on, and goes downstairs where she heard the stuff.
Yeah, you've heard.
Well, wait.
You've heard gunfire every time the elemental fell and slapped. You'd have definitely heard that.
Everyone else has gone downstairs. She did not see Michael go downstairs. She's going to see where Michael is because splitting the party is always a great idea.
All right. Well,
if she sees him heading towards downstairs, she will follow.
Yeah. Well, you know, you've heard the bell ringing right after Michael ran off, so.
She'll just yell then, "You got this! I'm going somewhere!"
I'm good.
Fantastic! Don't die!
Dies immediately.
Downstairs.
Yes, dear.
Alright, so you run
Trips down the
downstairs.
stair.
You see the two priests and Leo next to the door that you know Dorothy's in. You see the elemental, or the gnome. Not that you necessarily realize what it is, but... Well, you could probably guess elementals having encountered a water one.
Yeah.
And the hallway behind him is just clogged with dirt.
Where the hell's Teak? I thought he was with you guys.
Everyone
He's
just
in
points at the pile of dirt.
The elementals between them and the pile of Teak.
Yes.
Yep.
And you hear it going, girl, as it starts walking forward.
And now sees Vivian.
Yelling at the elemental, "Sweetheart, I don't think she's that into you," and is like trying to get to the pile of dirt.
So you're going to
She
try to
doesn't
move
have
past the elemental in the hallway?
Sure, she's done stupider.
Would that be a roll for you, or you? Because it's not like you can. It's not like you can't be. You're going to not be seen. Let's see.
She doesn't have her violin to try and dispel this one like she did the water one, so
I guess
save
go
her
ahead
friend
and-
from suffocating.
I guess go ahead and give me a stealth roll. It's less that the lily not see you, and more that you just stay out of its way and try to appear non-threatening and not engaging with it. Okay, that's a success. So yeah, you just kind of get up against the wall and slide past it, and it's not paying any attention to you.
Just rub some dirt on her face.
That might draw too much attention.
Fair enough.
How you doing?
No.
So yeah, you get behind it and to the can't really call it a pile of dirt because it's little to do to the ceiling.
Take!
Almost like a big cube of it appeared, and then the very edges kind of started falling and sloping.
You're not going to hear anything from Teak.
You see a little
Muffled screaming.
You see a little snout pop out of the dirt. I'm doing my best.
His weakness is chairs.
Leo, you're up.
All right, I will try yet again. That one. Oh, come on. Just not doing great tonight.
No. But you're like Vivian. You're pretty sure there's not but one or two beating on the door anymore anyway.
Yeah.
Most of them,
Wait,
most of the mass has kind of moved over. They haven't left the church property because that's a weird amount of rats And was that a
Thought
wolf?
Leo came downstairs.
Oh,
Leo
I'm
came
sorry.
downstairs.
That's right. I am
Yes.
sorry. I am so sorry. I was thinking about the dispelling on the guys.
Yeah.
I'm
No,
trying to
you're
dispel that.
I'm trying to dispel basically enchantment on the elemental gnome.
Gotcha.
reroll.
Yeah, I gonna need that for. Unlike you, I need my power points for actually casting spells.
Sir, if I reroll, I pass out. Okay.
Ooh, it'd be fun if you had to reroll digging your way out. You
Oh,
simply
how
dug
much
your way
it-
out and then passed out.
And how much is the reroll? It was 5. You
5
said.
points, I believe.
Mhm.
We bear in mind we have not
Nope.
even touched Aloysius yet.
Yeah, you
So-
don't have
That's
to.
true. Yeah.
I don't know what your power points are. I'm just
Trolling,
Yeah.
cobalding.
cobalding, suffocating.
Cold playing.
Because we had
Please
to.
don't. Yep.
You didn't have to. You just did.
Hey, you know what? I had to. These 2 days have been 45 weeks long.
All right, Eric, you're up.
So he. It's pretty much he only hears like one dude banging.
That's what he said.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. In that case, he's gonna stop, let momentum do its thing. And he is going to go check the windows, see what's going on outside.
All right, so you run back up, you look out the window. Most of the mob is now like pulled back. They're still on the church property, but they've pulled back and they're just kind of in a huddle, big huddle.
Okay.
The the rats are still moving around out there. You still see some wolves.
Mm-hmm. Okay. In that case, he'll just yell at them, basically. Hey, can you stop your friend? As he kind of points at the door. Just smack him or something.
The response you get is kind of like, what's going on? But you see some of them start, you see 3 or 4 guys start moving towards the one guy left at the door. And the rest of them kind of move towards the window, like you're just getting closer to speak to you. And it's a cacophony of voices wanting to know what's going on.
You all collectively got charmed by a vampire and he made you attack the church. You're welcome.
Is it safe to leave?
Right now.
Can we come in?
Not right now.
And you see those 4 guys, trying to grab him, and he's trying to fight them off.
Just smack him.
One of them rears back, slaps the taste out of his mouth, and he rolled a 91. He does not snap at him.
Guy is very dedicated. Aloysius needs
He's
to hire
very
him or turn him.
He's very weak-willed.
Mm-mm-mm.
And then it is Teak on an 11.
Yep.
All right, Teak, you are buried alive.
Yeah.
Oh,
What do I?
hang on a second. There was one little something we needed. Something I need to show you all.
Mm-hmm.
Because we have a birthday boy in our midst.
It was Carr's fault. I was
I tossed the
drugged into
idea
this.
I was drug into it fairly late, but I'm glad to be part of it.
It was Car's fault. I was gang pressed into this.
You chuckle nut.
So
We got the
happy
full size
birthday.
one.
I think the birthday song is copywritten, so we probably don't need to sing it.
Thank you. I'm gonna smack you when I see you at Dragon Con, but thank you.
And I recognize most of the characters on there. I don't know who the
That's
little
all
pink one is, though.
The pink
Oh,
one
the
is
one at
a
the top right.
maid Imperial Knight.
Yeah,
I'm assuming it's a Warhammer.
it's a giant. Yeah,
Mm.
giant Warhammer mech dressed up like a maid cafe character.
Oh,
When this guy first got into Warhammer, he started doing it with Imperial Knights.
Yeah.
So I appreciate Zay and her ability to Photoshop. That's all I will say.
I was press ganged into this.
Yeah.
I didn't press you at all. I just said, "Here's the thing."
I'm like, oh fuck, let's go.
I got
Hold the tablet.
input from Decca, Rappy, and Duba. And I meant to send it to Patrick, but it was already too late because we were working on it literally earlier today.
Y'all chuckle nuts. Good grief.
Now back
Okay,
to
back
Teak
to killing
having
vampires.
Yeah.
Back to Teak suffocating. What do I need to roll?
Cheek, this is the last thing you see before you die. We're sorry.
you're going to need to give me an effort roll.
I'm also
Effort.
throwing
Oh,
this in the
strength.
other Discord just because.
I assume normal.
Yeah. It's not tightly packed dirt, but
Oh, okay, cool. I got it.
okay. So you wiggle forward.
I assume
You're-
that takes my turn to do so, though.
Yes. Yeah. This is definitely an action. Not like regular movement.
I just imagine Vivian's like over here and Teak pops out over here.
Just snout first, gasping like, "Ah!"
Yeah.
So yeah, you get far enough that your head is out. You're not completely out of the dirt, but
Yep.
uh,
Teak of the pile of dirt. What is your wisdom?
don't go hand to hand with a gnome.
I can't feel my ribs.
Fuck that. Go hand to hand with a gnome. Just have a monkey wrench instead.
Chair is the ultimate melee weapon.
I mean, it was working.
When you despair, all you need is chair.
I can't decide if that was a good one or if I should just groan.
Mm-mm-mm.
That was Teak on an 11. And then I think wrapping up the order is the gnome. And it, having heard Dorothy's voice, beelines for that door. Let me double check its string. Oh, yeah. So yeah, it walks up, it knocks the Dorothy's door open. You hear her scream. The priests are there, presenting their crosses, but this isn't a vampire.
Yeah.
But that was its turn, busting the door open. That brings us back to the top of the order. But it's about 9:40. And even if we played late, a half hour late, I don't think we're going to get done with this. We got a late start. I know some of y'all got to work in the morning. So I guess we're going to go ahead and end it here. And as long as we start on time next week, God is my witness, we will wrap this up.
You're the one that wanted vampires, Jason.
Yeah, I know. Some stuff just took a little longer than I thought it would. But anyway, I had fun tonight. I hope y'all did.
Can we save a kitten from a tree next time?
The kitten turns out to be a lycanthrope.
Wait, are we doing a beach episode?
After the last,
That was the
beach
mermaid.
I was about to say after the last beach episode we had, let's not.
Well, it's a great lake. I could put a sea serpent in there. We could do something. Make it's kaiju every time you have a beach episode. But anyway, hope you enjoyed it. Hope anybody that comes by later and watches, hope you join us again next week. When hopefully we'll get our ducks in a row and have the full session.
Yep.
When we finish these 2 days, 2 months later.
Yes. It will be a time jump after this next episode.
I sincerely hope so.
How many months are we gonna have to jump to catch up?
At least 3 at this point.
It hadn't been quite that long. I think it was like the
will be.
beginning of.
It will be.
It was May.
Yeah, we're about to be in August.
You were at the very end of May. So this
June?
This will have
July.
split over to July.
August.
Yeah.
Fair. Anyway, again, I was your storyteller for the evening, Jason, and with me has been Patrick playing Leo.
Good evening, and stay tuned for next adventure.
Eric playing Michael. Sarah playing Vivian. And Carr playing Teak the Mighty.
I'm getting a monkey wrench after this, damn it. He's going to be carrying around a fucking monkey wrench from now on.
And we will see y'all next time.
So tread with care and heed the signs.